I love the feeling of being in a boxing gym. Just the sounds make my adrenaline flow. Oh, I forgot. My name is Angel, and I'm 13. I weigh 121 pounds. How much you weigh is really important for a boxer, especially when you want to be a champion like I do. This was supposed to be my first official boxing match, but when the doctor found out how old I was, he wouldn't let me fight. You have to be at least 15 years old. I'm super disappointed. To think I could have fought. But then again, I might have really gotten hit hard. I'm sure I would have given a couple of good punches myself, though. Oh, don't worry, I'm not a bully. I just love boxing. Anyway, I'll make up for it next week. At the gym where I train, they hold fights too. They know I can hold my own there, so they'll let me box. I promise I'll hold my glove up high when I win. Mom makes the best breaded veal cutlets in the world. She's very careful about what I eat. She only uses things that are good for me. That way I know I'm getting stronger.
The
whole family thinks dinner's delicious, especially my little sister, Mercedes. I wonder where she puts it all. She never gains an ounce. At our house, we're not rich, but we never skimp on food. On the menu today, there's refried beans, fried cactus called nopales, corn tortillas, and pork. It's so good that it almost makes me forget this morning's disappointment. The pigs have to be fed too. It's thanks to them that we have such good meat. I like taking care of them, but you have to be careful. If a pig bites you, it really hurts. It's so much easier to take care of the animals now that we have running water. It's better to keep them clean because we're more or less neighbors. Saturday, I have to get weighed again, so I put a plastic bag under my tracksuit when I go jogging, and it works just like a portable sauna. At the same time, I improve my endurance. My dad says that someone who has endurance in Mexico City can make it anywhere. We're already at an altitude of 6,600 feet, and the pollution is so heavy that we have to breathe even harder. But since we live on the outskirts of the city, I don't have to run very far to be in the country where the air's a little cleaner. The road stops here. Even the state troopers come on horseback. Mexico City is a place that's growing all the time. There was nothing here 6 months ago, but in just a short time, houses sprung up. Well, the problem is that they don't have electricity or running water yet. I love water and taking showers. I couldn't live without it. It's driving me crazy. I'm still too heavy. Pedro says I have to lose a little more weight. Nothing's better for taking punches than strong abdominal muscles. That's why I bounce around like a live piñata. Well, not quite. I don't really want to get hit like a piñata does. And for the foot moves, you have to build up your leg muscles. We're really out in the country now. I'm sure that my opponents don't get the chance to work out in such clean air. On the other hand, these rocks sure don't make a very comfortable exercise mat. But I'm no baby. Check it out. It's Julio Cesar Chavez, the most famous Mexican boxer of all time. He's the person I admire most in the whole world. Later on, I hope I can travel all over the world like he does and bring back as many victories. Just like every morning, I have to go to school. I would rather go play in the street. But my parents made me think about why it's important to go to school. First of all, if I want to get rich, I'll have to know how to count. And second, if I want to travel, I'll have to know some foreign languages. Well, at least English. We always start with this ceremony. It bugs my friends because it makes them think of the army. But when I hear the music, I dream that I'm standing up on an Olympic podium facing the crowd, ready to receive my gold medal. And get kissed by the girl who gives the bouquet of flowers. Oh, they're always gorgeous. My teacher brings me back to reality. Today we have to study a Cartesian diagram that's called a tree. Math really can be useful. At the very least, for organizing the disqualifying system in boxing matches. The gym where I train is in the heart of the Torpedo Market. My father takes me here early in the morning. He was a boxer when he was young, and now he's my trainer. He's a really good coach, and he's very patient. With the blessing of Our Lady of Guadalupe, Mexico City's patron saint, he teaches me some really amazing punches. I'm sure that if it weren't for the car accident he was in, he would have become a champion. Today I do a complete workout with Saturday in mind. There's the sandbag for punching, bobbing and weaving, and the punching ball for the speed and the footwork. You can't neglect anything if you want to win, especially since Edgar, my future opponent, has been boxing for a lot longer than I have. I found a partner to help me out with training in the ring. In boxing, that's what you call a sparring partner. And it's not just playing around at all. I absolutely must wear a helmet. It would be terrible if I got hurt before Saturday. I'm doing okay, but I already know that Edgar is going to be tough. I'm going to have to be even quicker, more clever. I'll have to win more with my brain than with my muscles. Because even if boxers have big biceps, they have to think too. My father thinks I'm in good shape. He monitors my diet very closely. I have to drink slowly and in small sips. No alcohol, no cigarettes, and no staying up late. Especially when there's a match on TV. Today I go for a walk in the city with my friend Ruben. He's not very athletic, but he's a great mechanic. Look at this car! When I'm a champion, I'm going to get a big American car with air conditioning. I'll take my girlfriend shopping in the stores along the Paseo de la Reforma. She can pick out French dresses and Italian furniture. Looks like I'm making Ruben crack up with all my big plans. I got up at dawn this morning. This is a perfect spot for finding the silence I need to concentrate. This field out on the outskirts of the city belongs to my family. We grow beans, corn, and mostly nopales. You know, the cactus we eat. Don't worry, there aren't any needles. There's also a sweet, sweet fruit called tune that grows on them. It's a great energizer. Hail Mary, full of grace. I always pray to Our Lady of Guadalupe before my fights. I know that my opponent does too, but I hope that she'll help me this time. There's Edgar. With a look like that, he's gotta be a worse Catholic than me. My prayers just might work. I have to remember my father's advice. Use the warm-up to get concentrated. Feel the strength in your fists while they're getting wrapped. The doctor says that Edgar is in great shape. That's good because so am I. But I'd better keep my guard up. I'm good on the attack, but I've got a few weaknesses on the defense. Luckily, nobody's worried about whether I'm old enough today. Here we go, it's time. Red for Edgar, blue for me. Okay, we're off. He starts hitting hard right from the beginning, but I'm taking it well. Without letting him get too many points in, I'm going to let him come at me a little. He's strong, but I've got more endurance. Still, I can count on him getting tired. I have to get meaner. I have to hate him to win. I have to want to turn him into hamburger meat. And the more his punches hurt me, the more I want to beat him up. Try to win points and remember to breathe, says my dad. Hit first. Always be first. It's the last round. I have to go for it. I have to score points without getting hit. Keep your guard up. Keep moving. Don't get stuck on the ropes. Speed it up. All the advice is spinning in my head. Edgar's really good. I can't help but noticing, even though I want to destroy him with my uppercuts and my hooks. I wouldn't even mind having him as a sparring partner. Really close. I wonder how the judges are going to call it.
Vencedor por puntos del Deportivo Tepito, Ángel González.
I won! But just barely. Edgar's a good sport. I think I found a new friend. Don't forget, soon I'm going to be a great champion, basking in glory. Now I have to pose for a picture. Tell me, for a boxer, don't you think I'm pretty photogenic?
Run it faster than you did before. Hold it every time you go for more. Win it, break the limits as you're soaring high. Never be a loser. Every time you're racing the race, you got to be a champion. Do it. The best you can succeed. Get it. Reach your goal and take the lead. All you got to be in your life is be a champion. Run